And we are back here on Father's Day at the Metrodome in Minneapolis, joined in the booth by a father of one of the prospects in attendance at the National Showcase, this Craig Biggio, the father of Kevin Biggio, who will be playing the next game for the Texas Orange. Here we are at the bottom of the 7th, going to lead things off for the white team. Stepping in from the right side, that's Darren Shepard, the outfielder from Sugar Land, Texas. Dulles High School.
Another Houston kid. There's a lot of them. A lot of good talent there.
Takes a look at a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. A lot of velocity, too, here in this showcase. Craig, when you were coming up in the high school ranks, how many times did you face a pitcher throwing 90 miles an hour plus?
I think that one of the biggest guys I faced was, he's going third now. Get up.
Well, Shepard bloops that one into right field, misplayed, but he didn't see it, didn't pick up his third base coach, slid into second, thought he was going to have a close play, so he's in there with a double to lead things off in the bottom of the 7th.
To answer your question, the biggest arm that I ever saw was growing up from where I grew, small little town, Long Island, was Pete Harnish, who played a little bit with, we were teammates together, he played with the Orioles, we got him in a big trade for Glenn Davis, with Kurt Schilling and Steve Finley in that trade, so that worked out well for us. But he was the hardest thrower that I ever faced in high school, and that at the time was 88. It looked like 98. And then obviously the higher levels you go to, you learn, you start making your adjustments quick.
And with a runner on second, now stepping into the box for the white team, hitting from the left side, this is Dominic Nunez. Pitcher on the mound, by the way, a University of Virginia commit, so a player you're going to get to see quite a bit here over the next few years, and Connor Jones, future teammate of Kevin Biggio for the Virginia Cavaliers.
There we go.
He's ahead 0-1 on Nunez. Comes inside with a fastball, 92 miles an hour, one ball and one strike.
The thing about this too, for a venue for these young men to be able to come here and watch and see this is, there's so many good Division I schools that are out there that you have an opportunity to win at, and for being a baseball guy, I'm just excited that there's no guarantees no matter where you go that you're going to get to the College World Series. It changes every year. You look at this year, you get Stony Brook and Kent State in there, and that's just that just says a lot about the quality of coaches that are out there and the quality of schools that are out there.
All right, absolutely, and a big recruiting tool with them being able to, maybe save some money on the budget and watch these games on iHigh and find out about some uncommitted players that they didn't know about before and wouldn't have a chance to see. I
was sitting with 6 or 7 coaches yesterday. They were talking about a kid that was, I think he threw like 92, and he was uncommitted, and he had nowhere to go. And obviously, when he gets home, they got his email address. I'm sure he's going to be getting some letters by the time that he gets home, if not, already had some.
Changeup for a called third strike right there on the down and away corner there from Jones. First out there, nice pitch. And that's going to bring to the plate with one down here, the catcher, Matthew Tice, also a Virginia commit. Stepping in from the left side, out of Jackson Memorial High School in New Jersey. First pitch called strike, 92 miles an hour on the outer black.
tough pitch to hit right there, first pitch. So it's a guy in scoring position. Got a fastball away.
And the 0-1.
Breaking ball.
Runner's off. He's going to get in there safely. Throws.
In scoring position, you got to make sure that if you are going to steal third base, it's 100% play. That's the easiest throw out of them all with a left-handed batter in the batter's box, and he obviously got a good pitch to run on. It was a breaking ball. But he made a pretty good throw, and the kid just didn't, he just kind of clanked it off his glove a little bit. I don't know. Would have been interesting to see whether it would have been safe or out.
Yeah, strong throw there from the Cal State Fullerton commit, Tyler Alamo, behind the plate.
Yeah, he kind of put it where he's supposed to. I mean, he just didn't do it on the opposite end.
So good to see that Shepard's okay, gets back on his feet over there at third base, and we're set to resume now. 1-1 count here on the catcher, Tice. Takes a look at the fastball, down and away, 90 miles an hour for ball 2. Count at 2 balls and 1 strike. Craig, who's the player here, with all these Houston players in attendance and you being a high school coach out there in that area, who's the player that you found out about that you didn't know about coming in? Maybe a guy that you kind of get the advanced scouting report for next year, maybe come in handy next spring.
Not really. I knew pretty much all these kids that I've heard of them before. So I mean, they're on everybody's radar. So I mean, I also work with the Astros and am involved with some things in their in the minor leagues and the draft a little bit too. So it's been a lot of these kids that we've heard of them all. So if you're good, we know about you. So that and like I said, but there's just a lot of kids here that from that Houston area.
Sure, absolutely. Ground ball tied up Cornell Nixon a little bit, unable to get the runner at the plate, but throws over him, gets the second out at first base, so run comes in to score for the white team, extends the lead to now 4-1 as we get a new batter. This is Colin Winters, the outfielder from San Diego, California.
You know, for that last kid, though, it was a good situational hitting right there. He got a pitch to hit it hard, hit it right at the second baseman. You know, whenever you can get an out and get an RBI at the same time, it's quality at bat. You take that and you move on. You know, he probably would have liked to get a hit, but hey, sometimes guys get a little bit greedy. They want to loft the ball a little bit, and it's not that easy just to hit a sac fly. And a lot of times you pop it up, and you leave the guy at third base. So right there, he did a nice job.
The 1-1 pitch on the way, taken for a called strike, 79-mile-an-hour breaking ball on the inner half. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Winter. Swung on a miss, strike 3. That'll end the 7th inning.
A bottom half of the 8th inning, the score 4-2 in favor of Team White here from the Perfect Game National Showcase in Minneapolis. Ryan McCarville leading it off here in the bottom of the 8th against Connor Jones. And ready from Chesapeake, Virginia. Misses outside at 87. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, topped that at 92 in his first inning of work.
There's a strike on the inside corner of McCarville out of Moreno Valley, California. Jones, a Chesapeake, Virginia native on the mound, and verbally committed to Virginia. And if I heard the interview right,
correct,
he's going to have a teammate with a famous father, at least one. There's a chopper down to third. McCarville hustling, and he's thrown out at first. One gone. The play down at third by Brett Binning. So one gone here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that'll be the second at bat for Colby Bortles. First pitch to Bortles, chopped back to the mound, and Jones not quite tall enough to reach that. But a nice running play at short by Timmy Richards.
Yeah, very smooth play there coming in, picking up the ball in front of the second base bag. Quick release, good transfer there.
Here's Dom Thompson-Williams, who ended the top of the 8th with a nice running catch. Got a kind of a late break on the ball, but still managed to pull it off the carpet.
A good athlete, showed his closing speed there to end the inning in the top half of the 8th.
Balls and one strike. I think the most impressive thing about that catch was that even though he did get a late break on the ball and had to really sprint, he did not have to dive at the end of the play. He was able to catch up, stay on his feet, and make the play. Very well timed. The 0-2 pitch fights that one off at 89 from Jones. And the 0-2 pitch is outside.
Try to get him to chase there with the breaking ball away. 75 miles an hour.
Slow chopper down to third. This is going to be a tough play with Williams' speed. And he beats it out easily. Strong throw from Brett Binning, but the hop was so high he had no chance.
So that'll extend the inning another batter. Get to see a couple more pitches here from the future Virginia Cavalier. Nice changeup there on the outer half at 79. Wasn't rewarded with the out, though, so we'll see him work out of the stretch.
Here's Michael Kusenza. Took a fastball off the back of the helmet. His last at bat stayed in anyway. Takes a strike on the outside corner.
Connor Jones working ahead yet again with that fastball.
Thompson-Williams takes off. This one high chopper back to Jones. Throws to first, ends the inning. And